Hello, teachers of ninth grade advisories. Tom Tilbury and I here to talk with you today just to give you a sense of registration coming up so that you can help your students. We're making a pretty significant change this year. We talked about that already, but we're not going to have students input their classes into the computer. We're going to use our advisories, and including the first one on January 8th. Our mission today is to make you comfortable so that you can help your students with the registration process. First and foremost, number one, we don't expect for you to be professionals about which courses to take. Our goal here today is to give you enough information so that you can help your students. There's going to be questions that teachers are not going to be able to answer. Tom, myself, the other counselors are here. Do not hesitate to send your students. We're looking at 3 weeks. The first week being January 8th, then January 15th and the 22nd. What we're talking about now is for the 8th. You're going to hand out registration materials, and then questions are going to start coming in. So today what we wanted to do is just give you a sense of comfort for some of those individual questions. For example, you're going to have students say, well, which English should I take? They're going to have their option, English 10A and 10B, or pre-AP English 10A and 10B. The pre-AP option is an accelerated version with a heavy emphasis on discussion and analytical writing. Check with the student's current English teacher if there's a question. Both are 2 trimester courses, but if a student is struggling this year in regular English 9, then don't send them on to the pre-AP version.
Now, the social studies part, that's going to be the world history area. You're either going to take the world history or there's the AP world history. And remember, the AP world history is a rigorous college level course, and it's intended to prepare the students for the AP exam. Students should expect a significant amount of daily reading and written homework within that AP world history. They will also have a world history option third trimester that they could sign up for, and that's more of a preparatory type class just for the getting them ready for the test. So once again, social studies, just regular world history or AP world history.
Next is science. Biology A and Biology B are required for graduation. And by the way, when you're reviewing these course request forms, make sure that if there's an A and a B, that students are checking B. We've had a lot of students in the past that have contributed to schedule change errors because they only put in the A. So one of the things that you can do is look for A and B, or if there's an optional C and they want to take it, that they're putting those in.
Now, for the math part, it's actually going to be selected by the math teachers. There should be a recommendation card of what they should sign up for. Again, to talk about the A and the B side, just to re-emphasize what John was just saying, this happens a lot in math too, where they just say, I want to take math. They might say whatever the level and forget both sides, the A and the B. Several students' cards may say that they should see the teacher. And that's in order to explain maybe what the teacher's trying to recommend on that particular card. And they may want to see that student just for clarification. But in math, it should be pretty well solved for what they should register for.
So a week from today, which will be January 15th, students are going to bring their completed forms back in. That gives them an opportunity to get to math teachers if for whatever reason they think, no, I don't think I should be in that recommended class. So this coming week, very, very important, something we want for you to emphasize to students. Make sure you're getting into consultation with your teachers, with your parents, with your counselors, so that next week they're bringing back the completed forms that you're handing out today. Let's go on to health and phy ed.
I can take that one. Health and Phy-Ed, 10th grade students are required to take the following courses. Health, and the numbers are listed, and then Phy-Ed 10/11. Well, we really encourage that students should take that when they are in 10th grade. A student could wait till they're in 11th, but we have found that that just kind of delays things for them. But there are some instances where it works for a student to do that.
So electives, and we're not going to go into detail about all the different elective opportunities. The one that comes up every year, though, is world language. And we know that most colleges are going to want a minimum of 2 years of a world language for acceptance purposes. World language, not a requirement to graduate from ROS, but for the college prep, it is wise for students to take a minimum of 2 years. Remember, students need to register for a total of 15 classes. 2 alternates should also be indicated on the registration form. You're going to see that on the bottom of the form a place for a parent signature. While we want for students to consult with their parents, technically we can't require that parent to sign that form, but we do want for parents to review these the course requests that students are going to make. Also, very important, if you have a student who's an EL student, an AVID student, special education, connections, any of those 4, those students should go through this process like other students. Just know and be prepared to tell those students that they're going to get help from their the specific staff people who work with those departments.
Oh, and also if one question does come up about the world language classes, for colleges that do like to see that, we're really talking 4-year colleges, but 2-year colleges don't necessarily have that requirement. But that's something you may think of. Usually the students will bring that to your attention if they want to go either 4-year or 2-year, but just to clarify that part.
And just as a final reminder, on that first advisory on January 8th, we're going to provide you with a specific script for your 9th grade students. It's going to take a few minutes to read. After you hand out your materials, you read this individual script. And most of these things are going to be addressed in that script. And at that point, any questions you can answer, great. But again, if you can't, don't worry. Use counselors for your assistance.
If they have any questions on the transcript that they received that day, that can also be directed to us if it's things that are incorrect on the transcript or specific questions. There may be some students that have transferred in from other places that make that document a little bit more confusing for them. But please don't hesitate to send them down to us to get that taken care of also. But we thank you for your involvement, and we wish for good luck in this particular registration process.
Thanks for your help.